Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. Hope everybody's staying safe out there and enjoying their day so far. Please remember to subscribe to the channel to enter the giveaway coming at 100 subs. So quickly, let's travel back to the beginning. Back when I first started to collect Lego again. It didn't take long for me to get introduced to fake Lego. It was December 25th. Christmas Day. It had been years since I've had a Lego set, but I managed to get one, the Imperial Dropship to be exact. I built this thing and I was immediately hooked. I couldn't believe how much fun it was putting these little bricks together. So I did what anybody else would do. I got on Google and I started searching for Lego. How many different sets are there? What kind of themes do they have? How much does this stuff all cost? Those were my biggest questions. And of course, with the devices that we have nowadays, they knew I was looking at Lego. It wasn't long before I started seeing ads on Instagram and Facebook for all of these that looked like Lego, but the prices were way cheaper. What was this stuff? So I got back on Google. Fake Lego. What is this stuff all about? There is a lot of history and backstory with the companies that have been mimicking Lego's designs and the fight between them and Lego. So if that's something that interests you, I encourage you to look that up. It's too much information for me to get into in this video. So I'm basically just going to stick to my experiences and what I've come across. There's quite a few different companies out there that make these Lego knockoff products. Some of the more well-known ones in the Lego community that I've found is Lepin. They seem to sell a huge variety of products that mimic the exact designs of Lego. But me being the type of guy that I am, I had to find out for myself. So I got on this app called Wish. I typed in Star Wars Lego and started scrolling. Let's see what they have out there. It didn't really take that long. This set right here, 23 bucks. It is an exact replica of the Lego Star Wars 75102 X-Wing set from 2015 that retailed for $99.99 Canadian. And they have it on Wish for $23 Canadian. So kind of going through the description, it didn't have a box, but it said new sealed in bag, and if I bought it right now, I would save $1. So I threw it in the cart to see how much shipping would be. I really didn't want to have all my eggs in one basket, so I decided to jump back on, take a look and find another inexpensive set, throw that into the cart and get that shipped to me as well. So the total amount of money I invested in my fake Lego experiment was $56 for the two sets, $26 for shipping and handling, so a total of $82 Canadian. I placed the order in late December, and then I waited. January came, I didn't see my order. February came, and the days passed quickly. Finally, on February 20th, I got my order. It came as described with no box in a bubble wrap envelope. Everything jammed into a plastic bag with what looked like a Lego instruction manual. But something was wrong with the title. Something was clearly wrong with the title. But everything else was exactly the same. The minifigures that came with the set, the exact same ones that came with the 2015 Lego set. Even the artwork, the Disney-owned character artwork in the top right-hand corner was exactly the same. The back of the instructions laid out just like Lego did. The inside, the paper was a lot cheaper. You could see right through the other side of the sheets. The colors, it was hard to tell them apart sometimes, but they were readable. You could get through it. I was pretty excited to get into this thing, kind of see what it was all about. How is it any different from the Lego sets that I was paying so much more for? Well, I started taking it out of the bag that it came in and immediately started noticing some differences. The bags were all numbered, which were not always the case from what I've read, and there was a lot of them, like a lot of number 4s and a lot of number 3s and a lot of number 1s. So that was different. So after opening the 5 bags marked number 1, there was some noticeable differences. I didn't use all the pieces that were in the bags. The minifigures were completely dismantled. I had to build every single piece in them. And these hinge pieces were not put together, whereas in Lego sets, they usually are. The 3 bags marked 2 didn't really pose any weird things, nothing out of the ordinary. I used some of the extra pieces that I had left over from the first bags, but not them all yet. After all the bags marked 3, I started to notice the tolerance differences. The cockpit piece just didn't fit the same way Legos did. And some of the pieces were tight and some of them were loose. It just wasn't going together as smoothly as a Lego would. The 4 bags of 4 completed the build. I used most of the pieces. I had some extra which were a little different from the pieces you would find left over after building a Lego set. It looked a lot like Lego, but it really wasn't. The minifigures were lackluster to say the least. You had to completely assemble them right down to the 3-part legs. The printing on them was bold and sloppy. The hand pieces were extremely hard to get into the arm pieces. The helmets don't tend to sit on the heads very nicely. You can see how the color isn't really the same on the fake Lego. All the printing in general is darker on the fake Lego and a lot more pronounced, which I don't find better in any way. When it came to the X-Wing itself, from a distance it looked alright, but when you got up close on it, the windshield wasn't very clear. The pieces didn't have that tight looking fit that you usually find with a lot of the name brand Lego stuff. The pieces came and they almost looked dirty or just kind of mistreated. You can see the gaps that were pretty much impossible to close because the tolerances just weren't the same as Lego. The spring-loaded shooters seemed to work, but took a little fidgeting to get the missiles to actually sit in place. And all in all, it just had a really cheap feel to it. The easiest way to identify fake Lego is the fact that it doesn't say Lego on the studs, and the connection point to the manufacturing process is very visible and pronounced on the fake Lego pieces, where they are not so much on real Lego. I guess it all boils down to, what did I learn through all this? And it's basically what we all know anyway. You get what you pay for. There's always going to be the moral aspect, whether it's morally right to support a company that's blatantly stealing another company's designs and profiting from them, but I'll leave that for you to decide. Another huge factor in the equation is, even though Lego is pricey, it holds its value really well. There's plenty of people out there that keep Lego sealed and brand new in boxes because it does go up in value over time. Fake Lego will always be fake Lego and will always be worth absolutely nothing after you purchase it. But like everything out there, I'm sure these fake Lego sets have their purpose. The purpose of these sets that I picked up, they'll probably end up in the hands of my 2-year-old, scattered around the house, lost, abused, mistreated, no worse for the wear. Whereas my authentic Lego sets will still be safely on their shelves, untouched and intact. I did also receive the other set that I ordered. I built it, I filmed it, and I will be releasing a video on it in the future, so stay tuned for that if you're interested in it. I also picked up the authentic Lego X-Wing from 2019 because I have to have the real thing in my collection. I'm just one of those guys. Lego, the name, it matters to me. I hope you enjoyed this story of me looking into fake Lego, buying some, putting it together, and getting my own opinions about it. Getting the real thing will always be the best option and my recommendation, if you can afford it. But yes, it is pricey. Yes, it is addictive. Yes, it can cost a lot if you really get into it. So I understand that it may not be for everybody. Thank you for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, leave it a thumbs up and maybe a comment down below on your experiences with any fake Lego. And don't forget, all you have to do is be one of the first 100 subscribers to the channel and you can be entered to win this Lego Ferrari. It's pretty easy, just hit the subscribe button and this can be yours. Thanks for watching, guys. Everybody stay safe out there. We'll see you on the next one.